She was more like a beauty queen.
Today we're going to focus on the core. Before we get started, I need you to remember these 3 things. Keep that belly button pulled back into the spine to protect your low back. Next, I need you to slow down. Be sure to have that good form and technique. And last, I need you to breathe, please, people. Don't hold your breath. First exercise is a dead bug. Make fists and press against a wall or something sturdy. Exhale and press your low back into the ground or mat while alternating dropping those heel to the ground. Now I promise it's not as bad as it looks, it was just really bright out. The lower you go, the more difficult it's going to be, but I need you to focus on just keeping that low back pressed against the mat, never letting the arch in your back show. An option is you can do both feet at a time, but again, this is very advanced. Just focus on pressing the low back down first before you add on any of these other moves. Next, we have walking planks. Start by placing those hands underneath the shoulders, hips down in a plank position. Alternate, dropping elbow, elbow, and then pressing back up, hand, hand. Be careful of the rotation through your hips, and try to keep them square with the ground or mat. Now here's a side view that I'm going to show you on my knees. Same thing, elbow comes right underneath the shoulder, and then I press my hand back under my shoulder to press up. Now please, people, get your booty down. I don't want to see any hips up, but try to keep them low in order to really activate those core muscles and keep the low back engaged. For the side plank, start by placing the elbow directly underneath the shoulder. Hips are stacked and the inside knee is bent. The top leg is straight, right on top of the other leg. Reach up and pull down, bringing that knee to your elbow. Next, kick forward and reach for the toe. Again, really engaging the core, side obliques when you pull. Option 2, you're coming up on that hand. Same movement. Now this time I want you to reach higher. Okay, you just won the lottery, so reach big, pull it down. Decreasing that space between your rib cage and your pelvis. Keep a head and neck in alignment and really reach. Find a bench or chair and prop your feet up so they're about 90 degrees. Sit up, using a little bit of momentum, and jab cross, punching across towards your feet. Use a little bit of that swing, but not too much. Option is to just keep a partial crunch, focusing on pressing that low back down. Form and technique, not speed. Last, we have a bridge, because believe it or not, your low back is also part of your core. Now you may need to adjust a little bit, but press your heels on that bench or chair, and pushing through the heels, squeeze the glutes to lift the hips off the mat. Notice, I'm trying to get a straight line from my knee, hips, shoulders. Option 2, alternate one leg at a time. You're really going to target and isolate one hamstring, one side of the glutes at a time. But again, this is an option, so do what works best for you. Repeat each exercise for 10 to 15 repetitions. Repeat it through about 2 to 3 times or as often as you need. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter @KatieHake and be sure to tag me in your workouts. And remember, you are a rock star.